when you've come to a realization that you no longer can manipulate or control somebody, you just let go. And then you know, you just vomit. And it looks nasty, it smells nasty, and that's a reflection of the person that you are. Irv has flat out lied about a lot of things. And the crazy thing is, like, when we were in a good space, a positive space, like, pillow talk is a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying? And there are so many things that, like, I know, and there's so many things that, like, you know, and for a long time, and probably forever, like, I don't have the desire to expose certain things. You know what I'm saying?
When we look back at hip-hop and R&B in the early 2000s, one name that stands out is Irv Gotti. He helped define the sound of an era, discovered some of the biggest talents, and even beat the feds in court. But despite his success, his legacy is tainted, not by his music, but by his obsession with Ashanti. And now, just as the world is processing his passing, his controversial actions are coming back into the spotlight. It wasn't long ago when Storm Monroe reported that Irv Gotti was in critical condition after suffering a stroke. Then, the news broke that he had passed away. And before the world could fully react, 50 Cent took to social media, saying, "Damn, I wanted him to see my new shows." Some felt 50 was too harsh, but others, including Ashanti, didn't seem to have much sympathy. For many, Irv Gotti was a complicated figure. While his contributions to the music industry are undeniable, his personal vendettas often overshadowed his achievements. And nowhere was this more evident than in his relationship with Ashanti. Irv Gotti was not just a music mogul, he was also someone who couldn't seem to let go. Every time he had a mic in front of him, he brought up Ashanti, how he discovered her, how he made her career, and how she betrayed him. Even when Bet did a Murder Inc. documentary, an entire hour was spent discussing Ashanti, even though she refused to be involved. It was cringe-worthy, to say the least. He went as far as bragging about still wearing the wristwatch she gifted him 20 years ago, like a trophy of an obsession he refused to let go of. Instead of focusing on his own legacy, he seemed fixated on controlling the narrative around Ashanti.
Like, she wrote them, but she wrote them with the help of me telling her what to write. And all of y'all, whoever knows me, I don't lie. I don't lie. I'm not a liar. I'm gonna spritz it up and jazz it up. Is this the camera?
Yes.
Ashanti, you cannot spritz it up. You cannot jazz it up. The minute you put some spritzy and jazz it up, it's not a cover. So when it's not a cover, now it has to come back to me.
Ashanti was only 20 when she met Irv. He was 10 years older, married, and in complete control of her career. If she wanted to work, she had to be around him. And when she started pulling away, he did everything he could to hold on, including blocking collaborations, stalling projects, and even preventing her from joining a major tour with Beyoncé and Alicia Keys. When a man like that feels like he's losing control, he turns to intimidation, manipulation, and public humiliation. But Ashanti's talent couldn't be contained. Despite Irv's attempts to control her, she carved out her own path, proving that her success was never dependent on him alone. When the feds came knocking on Murder Inc. for money laundering, Ashanti still showed up to support, even though she wasn't contractually allowed to leave Canada while filming John Tucker Must Die. Yet, Irv called her disloyal and said she ran like a cockroach. Despite facing federal charges, Irv's biggest battle seemed to be with his own ego. His need to control the narrative around Ashanti became more important than protecting his own legacy. Despite all the setbacks, Ashanti found a way to rise above it all. She moved on, took control of her career, and never looked back. And now, with Irv Gotti's passing, people are asking if she has any final words for him. But the truth is, she already said everything she needed to. Her success speaks for itself. She didn't need Irv's approval then, and she doesn't need it now. She's proof that true talent can't be controlled, manipulated, or diminished by anyone. Not even someone as influential as Irv Gotti. What do you think about Irv Gotti's legacy? Should people separate his talent from his personal actions? Let's talk in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the biggest stories in hip hop and R&B.